Well, welcome, Nick. Thank you so much for joining me today on our SilverTech profiles. We'll just kind of jump right into it. No one really saw this pandemic coming, right? What did SilverTech have to do to adapt to these changing times?
Well, Michael, thanks for doing this. I think this is a great way for us to keep in touch with not just our crew, but also our clients. This goes a long way when we can't meet face to face. But having said that, I think SilverTech has traditionally been pretty tech savvy. We were aware that, hey, we might have to adapt to a new working from home mode. As you thought about team members being able to collaborate, we kind of naturally had the platforms and systems ready to go. We were already pretty much on the cloud. We were able to kind of do that transition pretty seamlessly. A balance between, work requirements, being able to kind of sustain the family needs, but then also making sure that we're paying attention to our clients' needs and being as proactive for our clients and customers as we possibly could. I think a lot of the work that I'm the most proud of during this time is how we kind of adapted and really came together to solve some of these issues for our customers. How did we help with web edits and things that we traditionally wouldn't do? They have the abilities to edit their web properties and do things on their own, but we jumped in and provided a lot of backup support for those types of needs.
Looking back at the past few months, is there anything you would have done differently throughout that process?
Having gone through this, I felt like, as a company, we went through it pretty well. Reflecting back, think about is the adaptability of humans. We're not sure where this is going to go, right? Here we are in the middle of July. We're kind of, we have a little bit of a wait and see mode here. I think just staying true to that adaptability and focusing it on, hey, change is okay. And I think, it might not be good in some ways, but it's going to be okay, and we're going to adapt through it, and we're going to get through it.
As we enter a new reopening phase for businesses, what do you think the new normal will look like for most companies?
I think it's a lot of the stuff that SilverTech focuses on. A lot of our work is, digital properties. It's about connecting, our customers, clients, one-on-one. With the inabilities to do face-to-face, a lot of the work that we're doing from a digital perspective is front and center now, whether it's e-commerce, one-to-one personalization, digital campaign work that we do, social media management. I think it's just a continuation of the services that we've been classically providing.
What do you see as the biggest challenges and the largest areas of opportunity for SilverTech as we enter the second half of the year?
I think we've always been kind of on the forefront of some of those opportunities side of things. And we're talking about systems integration. We're talking about, how do we do things in more of an automated form. For SilverTech and for our clients, the opportunities are going to continue to be in the digital world. When I think about the upcoming year or two, certainly the uncertainty of the economy, what's going to happen with this pandemic as it continues. I think those uncertainties are the uncertainties that many of us as individuals and many of the companies that we work for, and certainly SilverTech is facing. Those are the things that, we're kind of paying attention to. But really, it's about, hey, adapting and continuing to evolve. And I think, we've done that really well as a team if you think about it.
Where do you see the digital marketing industry as a whole headed in the next 3 to 5 years?
All the stuff that we've been talking about in terms of personalization, things of that nature, I think come into play. But I think what we're more aware of now is just the privacy concerns. I think people's eyes are open to a lot of the type of data that companies can collect on you, how they can target you as a consumer. So I think it's a fine line there between, kind of data collection and being creepy, and data collection and using it to give actionable calls to action, Michael, to the consumers when they need it. I think that's where brands have to go. How do I, get to the consumer digitally, where traditionally they would have had a lot of additional forms to go to. So,
and last but not least, Nick, we know culture is extremely important to SilverTech. So what is the secret to maintaining a great culture?
There's lots of aspects, I think most importantly, it's giving the team a voice. Really, the culture is driven by the individuals and accountability that the individuals each bring to the table, what they want the work environment to be. Certainly in the last 90 days, our culture has been slightly different than it was prior to the pandemic. We can still catch up, and we can still catch up in forms like this with video conferencing, virtual hangout hours, and things like that we do every Thursday. Culture is about adapting to what the new norms are. SilverTech, and our crew and our teams really do a great job of kind of coming through no matter what's going on around them. To me, that's what culture is.
Well, thank you so much, Nick, for being here today on our SilverTech profiles.
Yeah, you're very welcome. This is great. Thanks for doing this, Michael.